Usually I start getting ready, anywhere between like an hour to 45 minutes before the show. I'm constantly going through the set in my head and going through the songs and just remembering, remembering certain things. Because usually the previous show, I'll just kind of make mental notes, for myself. The biggest thing is just the mental preparation. I think is, of course, physically you want to feel good and you want to have the energy to get out there. Just emotionally you wanna be ready. All right, Rod, have a good show, man.
Two.
That switch, going from just hanging out backstage or just kind of being like, oh yeah, just hanging out and having a good time, to walking out on stage and playing the first song. That I don't know exactly when that happens, but it happens. It happens like just before the concert. Usually right before I walk out, or sometimes even as I'm walking out, like I don't feel I'm quite there yet. So I'll get out to the middle of the stage and take a deep breath and just kind of let myself fall into that, kind of that, I don't know, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but you just feel when you're ready, and some nights it's easier to get into than other nights. Some nights it takes a little bit more time, and I think that comes with just experience and I mean, because for me sometimes, like, I feel like I'm not quite there yet, and you kind of just rush into the set and you rush into the first song, and then it's a little rocky. I mean, your mind plays games with you constantly, and it's I think it's a battle, just trying to stay focused and not get freaked out over a performance. I think that's the biggest challenge, is just to not stress yourself out right before you get up on stage, because once you stress yourself out and you start worrying, and and that anxiety kind of kicks in. I mean, I'm always nervous right before I go on, but there's different levels of nervousness. I think different kinds of nervous energy. So like, I think the anticipation of getting on stage and playing, having that excited, that feeling of excitement is good. It's positive, and you can use that energy. You can take that energy and put it into your performance. And I think that's when I feel my best. When I don't have any set idea of what I'm going to do or how I'm going to play a certain part. And it's hard because sometimes you'll have a good night and the night before, and you'll be like, oh man, that felt so good, and you want to recreate that, for a particular song or a particular section of the song. So in your head, you're trying to remember what you did the night before, and then it becomes a little forced, because you're not letting things happen as naturally and as spontaneously. And I think if you can be sensitive and learn to make sense of things that happen spontaneously around you that you don't have control over, and use that as tools to stimulate different things, then there's more interaction, I think, with your environment and with your audience.